This is the sighting lap. Bear in mind this camera's behind a screen, so I could see even less above the screen. It was carnage. I did not want this race to start when it was like this on the sighting lap. Here we go, start of the race, wettest conditions of the year, but this 22 Panigale I love. It feels so good in so many conditions, whether I've got a good setup or whatever's going on, but it was feeling solid. Obviously what's not solid is my race start, and also that drop of rainwater right in the middle of the lens. So probably makes you feel less dangerous. Turn 1 in the wet is just carnage. You don't know how much grip you're going to have. Everyone's piling in, you feel tentative. It is not a pleasant experience. You just need to build into it, try and get some sort of confidence, and what we're into is 4th corner now, and like starting to come back to me in the field, and now I've got to try and recover from my abysmal starting. Probably the biggest thing I need to work on, but here we go. And what was interesting actually when I got here to Donington Park is the situation I was presented with in the toilets. It's not as bad as you're thinking, but it was interesting. There were 2 cubicles, 2 toilets in the toilet facility, and on the left you had a toilet which had a seat and no lock, and on the right you had a toilet with no seat and a door lock. So you could have comfort but no security, or sit on the rim or something, I don't know, but be secure. And I guess that's a little bit like riding in the rain, although it just sounds like I'm talking utter shit now. But you know, I don't know, you commit or you don't commit. You know, there's pros and cons to riding in it, and whatever you do, you just got to do your best. But actually, the track had just been resurfaced, hadn't it? So I was happy. It was grippy. But then I did start having a few moments, which you're not going to see on camera, I'm just filming the overtakes, but through here bike was feeling solid, really confident, could have pushed on a bit more. Around this right-hander bike was feeling great, but up the next left-hander I had a couple of laps where the front was just floating. If you're hard on the gas up here, you can see the bike's not even getting up to temperature, but hard on the gas up here, and the front just started wandering around a little bit. Towards the end as I was getting quicker, and so the last couple of laps I just really backed it off, and a few people that I'd overtaken, they were swarming all over the back of me. I think when I crossed the finish line at the end, there's going to be like 3 guys then pile past me, so I was lucky to hold on to an eventual 7th, but I really enjoyed this race. It was mega good fun, and you know, the bike felt alive, it was moving on the brakes, and catching people here is always exciting. Surprisingly enjoyable, especially as it's Snetterton. I was useless in the wet, but things were better here, and I kind of like to go back and go in the wet again. I think it'd be really cool. But we were really lucky as well, weren't we? And we had fairly dry qualifying, then we had this full wet race, which whilst it looks horrific, at least it's fully wet, so you're just on wet tyres. So like some of the guys, especially the endurance race, they had very mixed conditions, and I was glad I wasn't doing that 5-hour 700-kilometre race. But there we go, nipping past Wills, was that? I think we did Wills the lap before. But man, yeah, this was feeling good. I am loving this 2022 Panigale V4 so much. It really is a joy to ride every time. And I can't wait for the next race weekend. But anyway, we'll get through this. So finished 7th. I think we set the 9th fastest time, so that gave us a good starting position for the 2 dry races on Sunday. And it was really nice. It was good. Everyone in the paddock seemed to be in a good mood. Good vibes all round. And I had a nice track day on the Thursday. Hey, just loving life and loving this bike. Past this guy, and also this thing, when you're overtaking in the wet, you can't like just jam it up the inside of somebody, because you know, reduced grip, isn't it? You're going to have an incident. But I hope you enjoy just the last couple of overtakes and the finish line coming up.